Now on the crisis with Iran, that regime making new threats to down American drones as the White House prepares to unveil a new round of sanctions. And Secretary of State Mike Pompeo now in Saudi Arabia for talks on building a coalition against Iran. Our chief White House correspondent John Carl tracking these new developments. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. The president says he will impose those new economic sanctions later today, as the Iranian military says it will strike again if any U.S. aircraft enters Iranian airspace. More defiance from Iran, as a private Iranian news agency is quoting a top Iranian military official saying his forces are capable of shooting down more American drones. Although the president called off his planned military strike, ABC News has learned that the White House quietly greenlighted a cyber attack on Iran, disabling software on computer systems used to control rocket and missile launches. This morning, a spokesman for Iran's foreign minister is saying that was, quote, a big mistake and is contrary to international law. President Trump says he made his last-minute decision to call off the military strike when he was told how many Iranians could die in the attack.
Everybody was saying I'm a warmonger, and now they say I'm a dove. And I think I'm neither. You want to know the truth. I'm a man with common sense. But I didn't like the idea of them knowingly shooting down an unmanned drone, and then we kill 150 people. I didn't like that.
The drone the Iranians shot down is a sophisticated surveillance aircraft that cost some $130 million. National Security Advisor John Bolton and Secretary of State Pompeo had urged the military strike to retaliate, but the president said he is not looking for war.
John Bolton is absolutely a hawk. It's up to him. He'd take on the whole world at one time. You know, I was against going into Iraq.
Bolton's tough talk took center stage again in Israel on Sunday.
Neither Iran nor any other hostile actor should mistake U.S. prudence and discretion for weakness.
The president says if it comes to war, the U.S. will, quote, obliterate Iran. But what he really wants is talks aimed at a new deal to keep Iran from getting nuclear weapons.
If Iran wants to become a wealthy nation again, become a prosperous nation, we'll call it, let's make Iran great again. Does that make sense? Make Iran great again.
Iran insists that the drone it shot down was flying over its airspace. The United States says it was clearly not flying over Iranian airspace, but international airspace. And the U.S. is expected, George, to present evidence to that effect later today before the UN Security Council.
And John, Iran now threatening to restart their nuclear program. Of course, North Korea has a nuclear arsenal right now. The president's continuing to try to cultivate Kim Jong-un.
He sure is. We learned that he sent another letter. They've been having this back and forth with letters. The president sent another personal letter to Kim Jong-un. The North Korean news agency there released that photograph of Kim Jong-un reading the letter. And George, listen to how they characterized it. They said the letter is of excellent content and talked about the extraordinary courage of President Trump, saying that Kim Jong-un would, quote, seriously contemplate the interesting content of that letter. Of course, the big question is, will there be yet another summit?
And what is that content? They know, we don't. John Carl, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.